Hello my dear friends, welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Jane. I'm a life coach, a women's coach. In this channel I speak a lot about self-development, self-growth, feminine energy, the path towards self-liberation, the path towards happiness and joy in your life. Today I decided to continue the theme I've started a few videos ago about beauty. If you haven't watched this video, I highly recommend it. I'm gonna link it here. In that video, I've been speaking about tip number 1 of how I transformed my appearance and started accepting and loving myself. So the full story is in that video, how I did it, what particular tools and actions has helped me to accept my beauty and to start glowing. Today will be tip number 2. It will also come with a little pre-story, as I love to connect my insights and tools with the stories and transformative experiences that I had previously in my life, which basically all these insights come from. They will be tip number 2 on how you can become beautiful, become magnetic, become the woman of your dreams. Here also we will be speaking about feminine energy a little bit. My dream is to elevate women, to help them grow, glow, and get to their highest dreams and goals in life through their feminine energy, through their transformation of self, activation of that power that we all have as women. So there was a point in my life where I was not really at peace with my appearance, and as I was saying in that previous video, I was always wanting to elevate my beauty and to really achieve that state where I'm 100% fully happy with the way I look. And also I'm a Libra. So if you know anything about horoscopes and astrology, Libras are all about beauty, and we are governed by the planet Venus, same as Taurus. Libra and Taurus are governed by Venus. So for Libra, it's especially important to be beautiful and have beauty around. That is why for me it's also very important always to be in the atmosphere which is pleasant. The environment where I live must be beautiful, aesthetically pleasing if it is possible, and I always enjoy beauty in all aspects of life. To be surrounded by beauty, to be beautiful myself, to radiate that. I remember it was also 2020, 2021, something like that, when I was in the middle of my transformation of self. It was a new year. I came back to Russia from London and we were getting ready for the New Year celebration, for the New Year Eve. When I was back at home, I came from London and I really wanted to just go to all my beauty therapists to do my hair, to do my nails, to do some procedures. I was basically trying to improve the way I look by doing all of those procedures with myself, like my hair. I even remember that I did my lips. Although I always had naturally very big lips. There was no necessity to do those lips. But for me, I had that desire to become that dream perfect woman that I was always seeing in my role models. And I always thought that I need more. I need more procedures. I need to basically constantly elevate myself through those procedures. What has happened to me, I remember very clearly those insights and realizations when I was preparing for the new year and I went to the beautician to do my hair. I also did my makeup. I bought a very nice outfit to celebrate that new year. On the picture, everything looked so good. I looked very beautiful. I remember how I went to home and I had this beautiful blow dry makeup that I did in the salon. I had this outfit that I bought for myself that was just spectacular. But something was wrong. Something was wrong. I was looking into the mirror and I felt so unsatisfied with the way I look. I felt so sad that I don't like actually the way I look. And I did so many procedures, I did so many effort to look great that night. But something was wrong. Something was wrong that was preventing me to feel my best, to feel like I'm beautiful, I'm gorgeous, I'm that stunning woman. And that was the moment where my transformation has started. I realized that all of those procedures can't really change something if I am not, first of all, accepting and loving myself from within, accepting all my parts, my beauty, but also what I want to share with you today here in this video, and this is tip number 2 of how to be stunning, of how to be magnetic, of how to be that woman that takes all the attention. You know those women that enter the room and you just can't stop staring at them? Of course, partially it can be their appearance, but the main thing that attracts you so much is their energy, the energy that they bring into the room. I realized that something is missing in me. And it is not that I need to do another beauty procedure in order to be the best, feel myself best. It's something else. It's the state of being. It's the state within me. And that is why I always say in my YouTube channel that everything starts from within. Everything. Your outer reality is only a reflection of what you have inside. I realized that what I had to do was not to run and spend money to do more and more of those procedures. Bigger lips, better hair, skin, nails. But instead, I had to look within me and ask, why are you so unhappy? That is why tip number 2, the secret to beauty is your inner happiness. Once you're happy from within, once you're content with your life, once you're full of joy, you will always reflect that to your outer reality, and your outer beauty will transform. So once I started working with my inner state, changing, transforming how I feel within, it was a long transformation that was taking me a few years of how to find that inner happiness, as I realized that nothing really makes me happy on the outside. Even those expensive beauty procedures that must change my appearance, it doesn't work if I'm not happy within. And then I started working on that. I started working on my state of being. And it is very connected to the feminine energy. As when you are in your feminine energy, you are opening yourself to that inner joy, you're opening your heart as well. And when your heart is open, you experience so much contentment within, and it makes you glow from the inside out. It is very connected to feminine energy, as it is all those feminine qualities that make you feel glowy and look glowy, that make you so beautiful, so irresistibly magnetic. This is that strong magnetism that attracts not only men, but women as well, everyone. But it has nothing to do with the way you actually look on the outside, with how many procedures you did. If you're not happy, you can't be beautiful. There is just simply no spark in your eyes. What I did back then is that I started to go within me and working with myself a lot. I did so much inner work to find out what really makes me unhappy and how I can change that. And during that period, I was really doing that cleansing within me of all the inner limitations, negative self-beliefs, in order for me to find that happiness. As I realized that external reality, external factors doesn't bring me that much satisfaction, and there is something else that must basically awaken my soul. During that period, I was also shifting a lot from my masculine to my feminine. I was waking her up. I realized that I stopped prioritizing the happiness of my soul. I stopped doing what I love. I stopped allowing myself to enjoy. The biggest change that I did within me back then was, and it is very connected to activation of your feminine energy, I allowed myself to feel joy. I invited pleasure into my life. I realized that I was so ignorant to my soul's desires, as I thought that I need to constantly work, achieve, thrive to be the best version of myself. Do you see there is so much burden here that I put into myself? And then I realized, what about joy? What about simple things in life that make me happy? Why I stopped making myself happy? Why am I not allowing myself to experience that joy and allowing myself to evoke, to feel that joy again? Was one of the biggest transformations of my feminine energy, as well as my beauty. It is the most fulfilling thing, especially for a woman, to feel joy, to feel pleasure, to add joy into your life and allow yourself to experience it. I realized that from now on, I will be asking myself every day, what do you want? What do you feel resonance with? How can I make you happy today? Instead of pushing, instead of screaming, instead of forcing to do, to achieve, to be in that fear, I was asking my soul every day, what do you want today? What would make you happy? And then I started adding little activities into my life that would bring me joy. It started with small things. I remember I was going every day to my favorite cafe in London, taking a matcha, taking my favorite book. And I was just allowing myself to enjoy the moment, to savor the moment, to stop forcing myself to do things that I don't want to do, but I have to. This have to. Release it. Let it go. You don't have to. What do I desire to do? What makes me enthusiastic? What brings me energy? I also started incorporating massage. I was just treating myself with that massage almost twice a week. I just realized, okay, I want to invest in that. I want to invest in my joy, as this is the most important thing. And this, my inner joy, must be a priority. As when I'm happy from within, I not only transform my appearance, start radiating that, have those eyes with spark. When I'm happy, I'm also in my feminine, and then I become a magnet to all the possibilities, to all the magic, because I simply attract everything to my state of being, to that inner bliss that I have within me. Friends, partners, opportunities. You become really magnetic when you radiate that energy of joy. So once I started incorporating joy into my life, allowing myself to feel pleasure daily, prioritizing that, it is also very connected to your sexual energy, your second chakra. The pleasure, the joy. Stop robbing yourself from it. Allow yourself to feel pleasure. Allow yourself to feel joy. This is your life force energy, aka your sexual energy. And from that point, I realized that I became that woman who enters the room and takes all of that attention. By simply cultivating that inner joy and happiness within me. And it was never about my appearance. It was never about how many beauty procedures I did. I realized that I can simply wear my sportswear and come to the place, but if my energy is so radiant, is so strong, is so magnetic, as I feel so much inner happiness and joy from within, I'm simply a magnet. It doesn't matter what I wear, how I look, what my hair looks like that day, if I have big lips or small lips. Have you seen those women that from the first glance don't look like, I don't know, the most beautiful woman in the world? But they're so attractive. And what makes them attractive is their energy, is their self-love, is that confidence from within. And that joy and pleasure, it is their life force energy. That sexual energy that I was speaking about. So the key to be beautiful, the key to transform your appearance and become that woman that takes all of the attention is inner work and cultivating that happiness, that pleasure from within. I told myself that from now on, I will not only be doing what I want and what I feel resonance with, and ditch everything that I thought that I have to do, but deep down, I don't want that. So I chose myself. I chose to listen to my soul. The most beautiful woman is a happy woman. I was always thinking, oh, I will be happy when I have relationships. Oh, I will be happy when I move to another country. I will be happy when I get a certain job or earn a certain amount of money. No, you won't be. because you simply want to derive that happiness from the external source. And it is never constant. Things change, relationships may end, you may lose those money, you may lose that career. So the source of your happiness must always be within you first. And once you learn how to make yourself happy, how to derive that pleasure from little things in your daily life, that's how you cultivate that energy, the energy of bliss, that life force within you, that feminine energy, that sexual energy. Once I found that happiness from within, once I realized that only me can make myself happy, as only I know what I truly need to be happy, what would make me happy, I'm in contact with my soul. It is so important to nurture that side, that feminine within you, that wants to be happy, that wants to feel pleasure, that wants to experience beauty in everything, in every little thing that you do in your daily life. Allow yourself to feel good. You deserve that. Your soul deserves that. And then you would be able to transform your outer appearance, as I did it with myself. I'm gonna finish this video here, my dear ladies. If you want to embark on a transformative journey with me, elevate yourself, work on the activation of that feminine side that is sleeping in you, I'm gonna leave all the links in the description box of how you can find me, and we can work on your state of being together. I'll see you in my next video.